Hello everyone, welcome to your December 2016 love readings. To get the best forecast for your reading, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you would like a personal reading, I will leave a link down below. Now enjoy the readings. Hi Virgo, welcome to your love reading for December 2016. I've already shuffled the deck, so let's go ahead and begin. This is going to be for confirmation, so we will get to this in a minute. First, let's get 9 cards for you from this deck. This is the love reading for Virgo for December 2016. The first card is the Two of Wands. Temperance. Ten of Wands. The Empress. Ten of Swords. Four of Swords. Two of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Nine of Cups. The card at the bottom of the deck represents the main energy around your love life for the month of December. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I'm kind of blown away by this reading, and if you're wondering why I'm blown away, it's because this is the second time that I do it. The first time that I did it, I talked for 20 something minutes, and it turned out the reading was upside down. The whole reading was, not that the cards were in reverse, but the camera was upside down. And I'm kind of blown away because you have some repeating cards. Let me just tell you that the Nine of Pentacles was a big deal for you. Let me just move the camera. It was a big deal for you in your kind of upside down reading because it came up from both decks, and it's here again. Nine of Cups has come up for you again, but so has the Empress, and there's a similar energy. Two of Wands, Temperance, the Ten of Wands, the Hermit. These are all cards of non-action. These are all, especially the Two of Wands. This is a card of waiting. This is a card of self-restraint. And this is a card of just kind of like solitude. I feel like something's going on where you're not ready to take action. And that was like a big theme in the other reading for you. So it's like Spirit, something happened, it didn't work out, but yet I shuffled really, really well, and you get a similar message. So that was an accurate message for you. But let's focus on the reading here. Okay, so the first card that you have is the Two of Wands. So to me, this can represent like choosing between two people, especially in a love reading. But it also, mostly to me, it represents waiting. You're waiting for someone. You're waiting for something to happen. And if you look at the card, there's a man there with his cat, kind of looking out into the distance. So I feel like you're waiting on someone. You're waiting for someone to come around. You're waiting for someone to call you. You're waiting for someone to take action. And there's like this energy in this reading of somebody is holding back. You're on pins and needles, kind of thinking like, are they going to call me? Or, is this going to be the month? And then like somebody is kind of pulling in the opposite direction. And I see it right here in the Major Arcana, Temperance. This is the ultimate card of holding back. This is a card of self-restraint. So it's like here, it's telling us a little story here. This, someone's on pins and needles, kind of waiting for someone to make a move towards them. Maybe someone that you're attracted to, someone you want to ask you out. And someone is fighting themselves right here in the Temperance card, holding themselves back. Like, they want to. And this is a card where you really have to try to, don't do it. Don't do it. So I feel like someone's on pins and needles, like, please let it happen, whether, it represents a phone call or getting back together or waiting for someone to ask you to marry them, and somebody's kind of like fighting with everything they have to not take action while you wait. That's what I see in these two cards. And then you have the Ten of Wands. This is heavy energy. This is a heavy burden. This is exhaustion. This is kind of low energy. So I feel like there's someone that you're hoping to see some type of change in your love life, or you're waiting for something to happen. But it could be that the other partner, like, they they need some time. Something's going on right here where that person may not be in the right energy to see a big change in their love life. I forgot to mention it, but the main energy for the month of December is the Nine of Pentacles. And like I said, this card was a big kind of deal for you in the reading that turned up upside down, because it showed up from this deck as well. And we'll see if that happens again. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a card of personal development to me. And it's a card of personal development and kind of focusing more on your career and money and, you know, feeling successful as far as your finances and comfortable, material possessions. And it's the main energy. So I feel like you might be waiting on a partner to maybe make the next move and asking you out, or depending on your situation, ask you to move in, ask you to marry them. Meanwhile, they're holding back. They're fighting it. There's some type of heavy burden, and it could be that the heavy burden is that they're trying to kind of, you know, figure things out on their end. It could be that they're struggling with their finances or their career. Something regarding them with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is very personal. It's about seeing yourself, you know, as a self-reliant person. I felt like that was another message, but I'll come back to that. Let me just move on to the next card. You have the Empress. Now, she came up in the other reading as well, so this is a strong message for you. The Empress, especially in the love reading, this represents you not having to compromise. You being able to have it all when it comes to love. This is marriage, this is children, this is happiness, but also financial stability. I mean, this is a love reading, but I'm sure you won't be disappointed to know that, you know, there is a sense of financial stability around you that comes with a romantic partner. But there's something weird going on right here. Or something strange. The Ten of Swords. This is an ending that it just like it happened, and it's like it's time to just kind of brush yourself off and walk away. It's time to move on with the Ten of Swords. And you feel like you can't, and you feel like you can't trust anyone. So kind of, you know, a different message from this row. We'll see how it all ties together at the end. The Ten of Swords is, you know, usually you've been deceived, you've been betrayed, and you're kind of like in that energy and you can't move on when it's time to move on. And that's being repeated here, where maybe you're taking time to heal. So maybe those of you that are single, you know, you're waiting for the perfect partner. You're waiting, you know, you have been through the Ten of Swords, you've been betrayed, you've been stabbed in the back. The energy is here for you to have that perfect partner, for you not having to settle, for you to have it all. Love, marriage, children, stability. But, I mean, seeing these two cards together, and then with the main energy as the Nine of Pentacles, this is kind of saying, like, focus on you. And you may hear me say different things in this reading, but keep in mind that thousands of people watch this video. So there's going to be different messages for everyone. So make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising. That's what I do. Kind of, you know, piece it all together to see what cards repeat themselves in different readings. But I kind of feel like here, this is like a separate message. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. It's like they're saying with the Four of Swords, focus on you. If you have been betrayed and you feel like, you know, you have been dragged through the mud, and you've literally been lying there with 10 swords in your back, betrayed by someone, and you have not been able to move on, that partner is still going to be there. That energy of not having to settle, of having it all, it's not going anywhere. You may need to take time for you to heal with the Four of Swords. This is time to kind of collect yourself mentally. It's a suit of air. This is a suit of air. Take time to collect yourself, to heal, and to figure out who you are and what you want, especially with the Nine of Pentacles being here. This is the ultimate card of who you are, because you see yourself as strong and capable and successful. And even though this is a love reading, you may think, what does that have to do with love? Well, if you see yourself as successful and abundant, that's really going to determine who you attract to you. You don't want to attract someone that does not see themselves in that energy. So I feel like this is for someone that's been kind of betrayed. And it could be that you're still in that relationship where you need to heal things, and you need to let things go. With Ten of Swords, it's just time to kind of like call it quits. It could be a relationship, but it could even be like an argument that keeps recycling itself. The energy is there for you to have it all. but it's like somebody has to come full circle and not kind of be codependent. There's some type of heavy burden associated with this card here, with Ten of Wands. It's a heavy burden, like somebody's just exhausted, and I feel like it's time for someone to kind of come full circle. The Empress is also just the energy of abundance and success. So then you have the Two of Pentacles. So, I mean, the Two of Pentacles, to me, the twos represent having to choose between the two people, and I already said that because you have the Two of Wands, and they're both here, lined up together with the Empress right in the middle. I feel like for some of you, let me just get them all here. For some of you, there is someone here who is like your perfect partner. But there is more than one someone. It's like there's two people, and you're here like, which one do I choose? They're both special. I love both of them. And it could be that you're the one that's choosing, or you're one of the two that's kind of like up in the air. Maybe you're waiting for someone to kind of make up their mind. As a message I get from the Two of Pentacles. I feel like here you're not on solid ground. Things are kind of unstable. And it could be that you're between two partners. Either you're choosing between two partners, or you're the one being chosen. And you're kind of, on pins and needles, trying to figure out if you're the one who's going to end up with the person. But the Two of Pentacles in general, this represents kind of things, like I said, things not being stable. Too many balls up in the air. Instability. And this is not what you want to see when it comes to a relationship. I feel like for those who are coupled, again, it's like you're waiting for a certain outcome. You're waiting for something to happen. Someone is kind of like fighting in the opposite direction. Whether, it's because you're waiting for that marriage proposal, someone to ask you to move in, move to the next level. And that's being repeated right here again with the Hermit. It's like here somebody's kind of like, which one, which outcome, what do I do? Having to choose, and then needing time to figure it out. The Hermit is all about, give me some space, give me some time. I need to consult my intuition and just kind of figure things out on my own. And I feel like something very important is on the line here. You have the Nine of Cups, which has to do with, your wishes when it comes to love and romance. So when the Nine of Cups comes up, it means that your wishes will be granted. But I feel like the energy is here for you to have it all, and I said that in the reading that was upside down. Because you have the Empress, which to me this is a card of not having to settle. You don't have to settle for second best. You don't have to settle for someone that can't commit. I feel like, you can have that dream partner with the Nine of Cups. The message is here, you can have that relationship. But I feel like somebody's really taking their time with the Hermit. They're, thinking about it and soul searching about it. And they're torn as far as like, what do I do? There's just like this energy around your love life for the month of December of what do I do? A big question mark, and the energy of waiting. Like you're waiting for someone, but that person is kind of fighting you and pulling in the opposite direction. Probably in this energy here of, let me think about it. Maybe someone needs time, also to heal and kind of figure things out in their head. And there's this energy here of an ending and time to move on and leave the past in the past. But, again, energy of waiting and choosing, and somebody like holding back and like needing some space. Okay, so let me get some confirmation from this deck, and then we'll get it from the other one as well. What other confirmation is there for the sign of Virgo? Wow, this also came up for you in the other reading. Okay. And this one as well. And Six of Wands. Okay. So Three of Pentacles. To me, in a love reading, this is a message of somebody giving all to a relationship. Someone giving everything they have, 110%, to make this relationship happen, or giving 110% to love and, and romance, maybe in finding that romantic partner. I feel like the work that you're putting in the month of December, it's not going to be in vain. Obviously, you know, here you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is work, and they're telling you it may not be easy for you in the month of December, and we see that in the spread. I feel like the person that you love, like you're on pins and needles waiting to see if they take action, and they're like really needing some space to, you know, your love life is a work in progress in the month of December with the Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like there's a lot of things to do because somebody is not ready. I just keep getting that message, like they need space and they need time to figure things out mentally, and they may be afraid, maybe they were betrayed, yet the energy is still there for you to have it all, to have your dreams come true and not have to settle, have everything that you wanted in your love life. Not only that, but you end with the Six of Wands, which is victory. So like I said, with this energy of the Three of Pentacles, where you're giving everything that you have to a relationship and you're putting in all this effort to make it work, to accommodate your partner, this is not going to be in vain. I feel like it won't be easy with the Eight of Pentacles here, but you will succeed. I just feel like there's this energy of like space and somebody anxious to see a certain outcome, but yet the other person like needing some time to figure things out. Let's see what this deck tells us. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo? The Star. The Empress, again, right next to the Empress. Oh my goodness, okay. The Ten of Swords again. Okay, it's been a long time since this has happened in one of my readings. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning. It's time to turn a new leaf when it comes to relationships. This is a new love coming into your life. This is rekindling a relationship. In this energy, like you may be on pins and needles because you're about to have, you know, that partner you've been waiting for come back, but yet things are kind of up in the air. The Two of Pentacles, needing time to soul search and figure things out. The energy is there for either a new relationship or somebody from the past coming back into your life. Okay, so let's take a look at the Star first. So it's important that the Star came up. It didn't come up over here, at least not as the Star, but look at this. The Nine of Cups. This is the Wish card in the Tarot. And then the Star, this is the Wish card, kind of as a major arcana. This represents your hopes and wishes being granted. It's here 2 times. I mean, they're different cards, but to me, and when I see them in a private reading, I say the same thing. Your hopes and wishes, like whatever it is that you've been hoping to see in your love life, like you are blessed. Like you will see it. The energy is here. You may have to wait for somebody to come around, or maybe you're the one watching this video and you need to come around. But your happiness is here. The Nine of Cups also, it represents not only your wishes, but a sense of like unbelievable happiness. Like you're so happy you're like, pinch me, is this really my life? And the Star, this represents guidance. Like you're being guided to the right partner. So listen to your intuition. Who are you feeling drawn to? And then look at this hilarious synchronicity here. The Empress right next to the Empress. I'm just like, I don't even know what to say. I mean, these cards usually, sometimes they come out together, but to be like right next to each other, and then the Ten of Swords again. So I feel like for you, the Empress, let's just look at them together here. The Empress and the Ten of Swords, these are the most important messages for you in this reading. Like, if you take nothing else from this reading, like, take this in. These 4 cards have come up just for you. And I'm kind of getting confused about how I have my cards here. Let's just focus on one card at a time. Well, let's focus on the Empresses because they're side by side. Like I said, the Empress, this is telling you that you don't have to settle when it comes to your love life. So I feel like I'm going to take these as separate messages. I feel like somebody who's watching this reading, a Virgo, you're feeling like you have to settle in some way. And when it comes to a relationship, for someone, you're settling for someone that's just okay, or someone that you feel kind of, fits into your lifestyle, when you don't have to do that, because you can have that ultimate relationship. Your dream, your wish can come true. You can have this energy from the star as far as like what you really want to see in your love life, not just what happens to be there and looks good. The Empress is telling you can have it all. Marriage, children, stability, it's all here for you, and it's here 2 times. Okay, so there was that message, and then the Ten of Swords comes up 2 times as well. So the Ten of Swords has to do with endings, and it's time to move on. You've been betrayed, maybe you've been lied to, you've been stabbed in the back, and that has kept you on the ground, and that has prevented you from moving on with your life. So I feel like here someone is like, you've not made any progress in your love life because somebody has really kind of hurt you, or maybe you haven't had closure with someone. The Ten of Swords is a message to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and walk away. Move on. It's time to move on. It's time to hit the reset button. And, the main energy from... Oops, wrong place. The main energy from this deck was the Ace of Cups. So it's like a new love awaits you. But I kind of feel, with this other energy from the Nine of Pentacles, that someone may be really kind of into their finances and bettering themselves, and look how much money I've accumulated, and I need to keep working on myself and brushing up my resume. Meanwhile, Spirit is screaming at you, you're the perfect relationship for you, the perfect person. Like, everybody has more than one life partner, but I feel like in December, like, the energy is there for you to have a relationship that you've been dreaming of for a long time, something that you have been wishing for and you have been guided to. It's literally right in front of you, so you don't have to settle. And someone, it's like it's finally time to like let that past go, that betrayal, finally have closure with whoever it is that broke your heart, or maybe you broke someone else's heart and you need time to process this. That could be what all this soul searching is about. Because there's like this energy in this reading of like somebody stalling and making excuses and holding themselves back. And it could be because you've been betrayed in the past, but it's time to let that go. If you take nothing else from this reading, make sure that you really take in the messages from the Ten of Swords and the Empresses, because they have come up 2 times for you. Okay, Virgo, this has been your love reading for December 2016. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.